All right, let's begin. Welcome and welcome back if you're new. Today I was thinking we can see how the pH regulating stuff is working. If you watch my previous video, I had some issues with the fish tank. Fish were dying, the plants aren't doing good, so I did all the tests and figure out that the pH is the problem. It was sitting in at 8. That's way too much for this fish and plants, for that matter. Most plants and fish. These fish are a lot of Amazonian fish, and Amazon river isn't really 8. Be sure to go and check it out. This video makes more sense if you see that beforehand. But anyways, I have started dosing already for almost a week, a little bit just to test it, and it said hang on, by CHM, yeah, 7. So this, you can either lower the pH or you can raise the pH, but if you want to raise it with this, you have to combine it with another product. But to lower the pH, it's only this one. And it says, what does it say? Neutral regulator, adjust pH to neutral, pH 7 from either a low or high pH, softens and conditions and removes chlorine, chloramine and detoxifying ammonia. The use of neutral regulator makes other conditioning unnecessary to lower blah 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 blah. So 1 level teaspoon for every 40 to 80 liters. That's 10 to 20 gallons. Once or twice a month, or as necessary to maintain a pH of 7. So what I have been doing is putting it in with my water changes. I change 30 liters, so I take a little bit less than a level teaspoon and I put it in that cup right there, pour water in and dissolve it before I put it in there. And I have been testing, so I have been putting some in straight to the fish tank outside of the water changes too. I did a water change today and I put in the amount I'm using, and today we are going to see how the pH is doing. So I will pick up my test kit and put you on this tripod right there, and I will come back and we can check the pH together. Okay, yeah, my cup and my dosage measurement item, also known as a teaspoon. And I thought it was fitting to take this cup. Although I'm not going to fish these fish. If you want to see fishing videos, maybe we can do that also on this channel. I am thinking about expanding the channel for like houseplants, gardening, outdoors, like tenting, fishing, all that stuff. Anyway, that's not. This is Tetra pH test kit. You can watch my previous video. I think I named it water testing solution problem fixing something or other. There I'm using this kit and I am explaining how it's working. I can do that now also, to be honest. It's not that difficult. You just fill up this vial to the 5 milliliter mark right here. It's difficult to see on on the camera, of course, right there. Fill it up to there. Be sure to rinse it a couple of times with the water that you are supposed to use, and then fill it up to the point. Yeah. Then you take your, what's it called? The thingamajig with the stuff inside. Shake it up and put 7 drops inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like so. Gently shake it around a little bit. And then you take your, it's better lighting over here. So yeah, you know, it's still fairly high there. The other day I was getting closer to the 7.5, but this to me looks like my water change is raising the pH again. Right there. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit lower this time. So what I will do is increase the dosage. I will increase it to the actual level teaspoon-ish for each water change, and see how it does then. And I will also do a little bit right now. So where did I put it? Right there. I can show you how it looks. Without spilling it. Basically like a grainy powder type deal. So yeah, I will pack everything up here and I will pour water in this, shake it around until this dissolves, and I will put it in there. And then I think it's time for me to pause the video, and I will basically come back when there's result. I'm not going to post this video without the necessary result. I might come back here if there's, yeah, in this video we are fixing the problem. Alright, stuff is happening. I measured it, the pH 2 days ago, and it seemed to be 0.5 lower, not 8, 7.5 that time. So I'm thinking to myself, it's time for water change. I change water 2 times a week, and now is the time for the first time of the week. All I do is this. Right there. Oh, that's close. And take it off, and it starts draining. And we can test the pH before the water change, and we can test it after the water change. And the water coming out of here is the aquarium water, so should be fairly easy. If you remember, for some minutes ago, down to the 5 milliliter mark, at about there. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to make this quick so I don't mess up the water change. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give it a little shake it, shake it, shake it. Like so. And then we bring up our chart. I don't know if this is visible on the camera. I need to move it. And it seems to me that it's starting to become more 7.5 rather than the more blue, the more vibrant blue 8. It all depends on the lighting too. To be honest, it's not that easy, but it sits more like this than this. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do the water change, and we are going to check it after the water change. And while we are still in the bathroom here, I remember that I have one of these guys that you're supposed to just put in the water and make that little glass bulb there surrounded with water, and it's supposed to show you the amount of pH. And I have been questioning this for quite some time. I had it for some years. The first time I got this dissolvent to calibrate it. And then I used my brain for once. This cup is the cup with the solution for the pH. The amount in here is enough for 30 liters. This is way less than 30 liters in this one. And as the solution works, this water should be 7. So I thought let's test this and see if the water is 7. I don't think it's working. It should be 7. It's showing me 7.6. 7.6. That can't be true. And there's something loose in there too, so I don't think I can trust this one anymore. Let me bring another cup and test the water from the tap, but because that's not hard 8. Okay. Maybe rinse it a little bit, like so. Then we plop this guy in there.
and it says 8.5, 8.4. Let's shake it around a little bit. Approximately 8.5. So that means it's probably off by 0.5. So yeah, okay, we can use that in the fish tank later. Now let's pour this in, because I'm pouring 8 in here now, so you know we have to do something about that right now. I'm pressing all the buttons here. There we go. It should be stirring around. So let me just fill it up then, and we can use that. We can use both the old drip test, and we can use that digital thing too. It showed in the water that is supposed to be 7. It showed 7.6, and from my tap water it showed 8.4. It fluctuated 8.4 to 8.6, so it's off by 0.5 probably. Yeah, let me fill it up and then we'll test both the kits again. Okay, I have pulled you in quite closely here. It should have been going around now enough for some visual change. And this one is showing 7.9 now, 7.8, 7.7. Yeah, 7.7, so it is off about approximately plus 0.5. That's good to know, so we can use this, cross-reference it with this one. Let's see what the old manual labor test kit says. That's about 5 milliliters right there. By the way, if you want to get a better reading, then you know it's 0.5 each step. 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. You can fill it up to the 10 milliliter marks and then use 14 drops. You will get a more accurate color, but the scale does not show those colors. You know, we can try it right here and now, actually, just to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it's getting less and less in that bottle. And then the good old shake. Bring it around and check the color. And to me now, it is more. It's a little bit more on the 8. Or is it? I need to hang on. I need to. Well, no, it's closer to the 7 point. It doesn't show like that on the camera at all, but maybe like that. It is closer to the 7.5. Trust me. The camera doesn't do the justice. but we can do the 10 milliliter one. Press play, rather record is the technical term, I suppose. So now 10 milliliters, and then I suppose it's 14 drops instead of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now we will get a closer read. Maybe I have never done it like this before because my readings have been close enough to understand what the pH is. Wait, is that correct? Did I just do the same as 5 but with 14? I think I did actually. But nonetheless, we can take a look at the bigger scale here then. The camera is not focusing. All right, there we go. Nope. Yeah. To me, it's more like the 7.5. To the bare eye, it's at least closer to the bare eye. So yeah, we just have to continue dose and test the water. I don't want, as I said, probably, I don't want to shock the fish with a big dosage that goes from 8 to 7 like that. No bueno. So we're doing it slow, and let's keep doing it. Okay, so oh, here it is. This has been a progress. I don't know where the testing kit is right now. Anyway, it's been a progress. And it's been a while since I did the measurements, but I've been dosing every water change. And I think this will be the final testing for this video too, because next week we get there's something huge coming. Quite big. And I have to start making videos about it. So let's conclude this video with the last test, last pH test, and and I will explain what's happening in the living room. Oh, and by the way, I got two more of these platinum angelfish, but first let me find my pH test kit. I found it. We have to find some other solution to lowering the pH, because this will not be sufficient for the amount of water in that new fish tank. Not by a big time, far shot, long time, long shot. One of those. It's going to be way too expensive, to be honest, to keep that amount of water, the correct pH. I did say baking soda in a previous video. That's wrong. I didn't remember. Baking soda is for increasing pH in the fish tank, as my uncle kindly called me and told me that I messed up that video. It is vinegar acid, like regular vinegar, because it's a low pH. So yeah, maybe we will try to use vinegar again. Okay, let's get to the testing. I'm just, for some reason I started making myself some face tobacco here. This is probably fairly foreign for most of my not Scandinavian or Nordic viewers. It's tobacco, basically, and you put it on the lip. There we go. I do not promote tobacco in any way. It's not good for you. I was stupid enough to begin with it as a teenager. So don't start, really. 5 milliliters in the vial or beaker or whatever it's called in English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rodeo, rodeo, drumming. Okay, sorry, I'm never going to sing for you again, so I'm sorry about that. And let's see, and it's way better. For some reason the camera isn't picking up. Last time it was there, but the camera showed there, and now it's more like between those, more on that side, but it's showing definitely that one. Just, yeah, it's definitely between the 7 and the 7.5 there. So it's working real good. That's super news, because all my fish and all my plants will be so much more happy in here. And as you can see, those plants behind the new gourami and the old gourami and the Siamese alligator is doing real good. I just need to have to snip it and put it back down. These are doing, that one is a real picky plant, so it's doing okay. That's good news. I think everything is doing okay in here. Now for the upcoming videos, I have to move this cabinet and I have to move this fish tank to be able to put the new fish tank in. It's going to take most of the what's it called? It's going to take most of the space on this wall, and it's fairly big, so we will have to be able to get in here. We will have to put it, oh my god, straight up and down like this around the corner and put it back down, move it in. So it's going to be absolutely massive. You can fit this fish tank 4.5 times inside the new fish tank, so imagine. So, oh my god, you can see I'm tired today. I was hitting the town this weekend. Anyway, I hope that empty fish tank running in the background. I've been watching YouTube. I hope it won't demonetize me, even though I'm not making anything on this. If I ever do, that would be a real bonus and a pleasure of mine, because I could use that money further expanding the hobby and maybe teach more. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. If you like this content, please consider giving me a subscription. It's free for you, so subscribe. Like the video, comment on the video, share it with friends, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video, where we take in the huge ass fish tank.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.